In the coastal valley of Oakhaven, the waves were rough and the iron was hot. There lived a young blacksmith apprentice named Cale. He was strong and talented, but had a dangerous flaw. He had no patience. He dreamed of forging the great anchors for the village fleet, massive, heavy iron hooks that brought glory to the smith who made them. He yearned to be a hero and wanted the applause. Every day, he begged his master, "Let me pour the molten iron. Let me hammer the giant block." But the master, an old man who had survived more storms than Cale had seen birthdays, shook his head. "You are not ready to make the anchor, Cale. An anchor is just a weight. Today, you will build a connection." The master tossed him a thin rod of iron. "Bend it, weld it, and polish it. Make it a perfect circle. There must be no flaws." Cale was furious. "A ring? A tiny ring? I am meant for greatness, not jewelry." But the master's eyes were hard as flint. Cale had no choice. He hammered the ring, threw it in a pile, and went home angry. The days turned into a grind. While the other apprentices were pouring giant anchors, cheering as the molten metal sparked, Cale was stuck in the corner. Clang, clang, clang! Ring number 100, number 500. Spring turned to summer and faded into autumn. "Why are we doing this?" Cale demanded one day. "The anchors use ropes. Everyone uses ropes." The master didn't look up from the fire. "Rope rots, Cale. Hemp frays. When real storms come, only iron endures." So Cale kept working. Ring number 1000, number 3000. His friends laughed at him. "Look at Cale, knitting with metal. We are building the future." Cale hated it. He looked at his long, slithering chain coiling in the corner like a heavy steel snake. It felt useless. But his hands were becoming strong. His welds were becoming invisible. He was mastering the iron, even if he didn't know it. Then, exactly 1 year later, the great storm of the century rolled in. The sky turned black, and the wind howled like a rabid wolf. The ocean rose up in a fury, threatening to smash the village fleet against the jagged rocks of the harbor. The captain screamed, "Cast the great anchors!" The other apprentices cheered as they rolled their massive, heavy iron anchors overboard. The anchors sank to the bottom, digging into the sand. But the anchors had a weakness. They were tied to the ships with standard hemp ropes. The waves smashed against the ship's hulls. The ropes pulled tight, rubbing against the wood, groaning under the tension. The anchors were strong, but the connection was frail. One by one, the wet, frayed ropes tore apart. The heavy anchors were left useless at the bottom of the sea, while the ships drifted helpless toward the rocks. The master turned to Cale. "The chain! Quickly! Now!" Cale and the master dragged the heavy heap of iron rings to the pier. They grabbed the lead flagship, the biggest vessel in the fleet, and lashed it directly to the heavy iron posts using Cale's chain. The ship pulled back violently against the waves. The chain went rigid, humming with tension. Meanwhile, out in the harbor, the other ships were in panic. Their ropes had snapped. They were drifting toward destruction. The master shouted, "Throw your lines to the flagship! Tie on to us!" One by one, the drifting crews threw their spare ropes to the deck of the flagship. The realization hit Cale like a hammer. Now, his chain wasn't holding one ship, it was securing the entire fleet. The iron chain groaned. Cale watched in terror. He saw the massive strain on his links. His mind raced back through the last 300 days. Did I rush ring number 400? Was I lazy with the weld on the rainy day in October? Did I cool the metal too fast when I was angry? The weight of the whole village was hanging on the work he did when no one was watching. The chain stretched straight as a bar of steel, but the iron held. Each ring shared the weight with the one next to it. Because Cale had shown up every day, the chain did not break. By morning, the storm had passed. The sun rose over a calm sea. Every ship was safe, floating in a cluster, all held by the single iron chain connected to the pier. The master put a hand on Cale's trembling shoulder. "You wanted to build the big thing, Cale. But look." He pointed to the fleet. "The big thing is just 1,000 little things holding on to each other." Cale looked at his blistered hands. He understood. Discipline isn't one giant event. It's forging one strong ring every single day until you are unbreakable.